Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls all around the world, wherever you may be listening, watching to this rigged recap, April 1st, the joke is on you for everyone who thought we opened, oh my gosh, previous close, almost 560. You open at 557, 54. But we pumped. We went back to the blue and we pumped again. The one thing we need to point out that's so important, and this is why this system works. Just turn off all the returns. Look at how cleanly this is tagged. You're getting bulls at the bottom, right? It hits the red zone, which we know. It already says it right there for us. Extreme bear risk, swing or nuke to the close. Well, you're nowhere near the close right now, and you get a massive swing. It's cleanly tagged, okay? And then here, it is 11:45. You're approaching that red zone once again. And look, the bulls stop, right? And all this is telling us is, hey, Wall Street is not positioned bullish anymore. And look at the flow switch. Bulls, bears. And this is what you really learn to love. You get a swing higher, okay? And bam, bam, bam. We set it in Discord, in the Furu non-financial advice channel, okay? This is bearish, low volume, could go back to the blue line. That is exactly what happened. Now here, blue line is what? 50 cents higher. You know, they test this 557. But again, look at all. It's like they know the strategy. They watch the channel. These people are trying to front run the blue line. You're here. It doesn't get defended right away. And then this is an absolutely perfect tag. 400% gain. 362% buying and holding to the close. So really, like, the lesson here is, one, respect the zones, right? This is a bear deep in the red. Do you want to trade that? No. This is a bull approaching the red. Okay, you could take it, but it's extremely risky, right? Your risk increases the further you go from the blue line. And then here, low volume, mean reversion likely. It says it right there. That means we're going back to the blue line. And boom, you get it. And then this incredible pump at the end of the session. These, enjoy it while it's here, while it's happening. Sleepy Joe Biden couldn't do none of this exciting price action. Just don't look at your long-term portfolio. Take the gains, put it in some TLT, something smart, boring, fun, not fun. Because this price action is awesome. It has been day in and day out. Can't get enough. Here, Q, absolutely perfect tag of the bottom. CTE didn't really work right here. Why? We checked this thing at 10:30, and right after, 6 minutes later, you're already at the blue line. But this is like a good lesson because let's just turn this off really quickly. The bears at the blue line, like, it has to be defended immediately. And as you can see, when we just look at this candle, right? This is 10:39, and in one candle, you're already going up an entire strike, right? And then what? 4 candles later, 5 candles later, you're already going up another strike. So when we talk about, hey, the blue line has to be defended, like this is a down move, blue line has to be defended, it's got to be instant. It wasn't, and it pumped, and you know what happened? Well, it's going up. Right here, you're only 0.67 above the blue line. You can chase that thing. And we took this trade and we got out here and then we got out here and it was silly because going this high, this early, man, you get like one little pullback. Nuts. Again, respect the zones, people. Respect the zones. 473. This is the red. Extreme bull risk. Nuke or pump to the close. At 1222, are we anywhere near the close? No, we are not. You get a nice nuke. And this is actually a trade that we took as well. Basic rule of thumb, rule of whatever. Kind of think of an awesome name to call this. Don't have it right now. But this is plus, you can see it down here at the bottom, plus 6.16. So you're 6 strikes higher. Whatever that is, just divide it in half. And that's where you want to try to bounce. Now, does that always happen? No. Does it always go that low? No. Does it go lower sometimes? No. But like just a general way of thinking about it, this is going to save you because if you're not thinking like, hey, I'm just going to take half, then you come back down to 473 and you're like, oh, I'm going to try it. Oh, you come right here, 472. You're like, oh, I'm going to try and bounce it again. But that's only down 1 and this is only down 2. I mean, this isn't really even 1, but you get the point, right? You go down 1 to 2.5. This is beautiful, right? It's immediately defended. But if it's not defended, it's defended, but it doesn't touch 472. It bounces out of 471. You get 69 cents. It pulls back down. You can take this trade. You can say, hey, love all of these bulls, right? But you're up 6 strikes. You want it way, way lower. And what ends up happening is you're going from plus 6.16 down to 2.89. Not very good at math, but that's something like half. And this is beautiful, right? This is absolutely beautiful, amazing, because what? You go a strike higher, and then you immediately get one more, right? This is important because we're hitting 471, and then you take a breath, and you're at 472. That's what it should feel like. When you're here, 471, it's going to 472, and it pulls back a little bit. Take the money and run, man. Take the money and run. Don't have any hope. Here, don't have any hope. And you probably wouldn't. Why? Because you're like, hey, this thing was plus 6. I wanted half of that, okay? You want half, you got half. Bang. We go through the rest of the session. What happens? Plus 4. Remember, we're on low volume. Algos are in total control. And what do? They bring us back to the blue line and bounce it. Right? So when you're trading this, you're looking at it, see this come in, like, okay, it's a little bit late. The only thing in your mind at that time, hey, I think this thing is going to test the blue line. You're going here. Okay, it doesn't break. Maybe you mess around right here a little bit. You get out. Right here, you're going back. You're hitting it again because we are above the blue. And this is a little bit opposite of what we saw on Monday. Because on Monday, if we go back to Monday, so SPY, so many alerts. SPY broke the blue very early, right? It broke it, and then it just ran. Q didn't break until later in the session, like 11:20. You expect the two to kind of do the same thing, be similar. So when we go to Tuesday, April 1st, look at the time frame, 1424. 1424, okay, you're down on SPY, right? You're down on SPY. It looks like it wants to go to 566. But remember, these two, they're kind of close. You need to look at both. You're thinking like, hey, either this thing is going to nuke to Goblin Town, which is what we thought, or because Q is not breaking the blue, we're going to pump back up, right? We're going to pump back up. And let the flow guide you, right? Oh my gosh, that's so bullish. Is that in the best position? No. Okay, this perfect tag at the bottom. And then you're following it up because you're looking at this, right? This is 1455. 1455 on Q. What's happening? Well, we are starting to fly, right? This thing is taking flight. 1455, like the jets are on. You just went from the blue up more than $1. Look at both. Easiest way to do it, just come up here at the top. Can't quite scroll up, but it's up there. See? You can see it a little bit. That was the session. And the last thing we'll touch on briefly here is like the middle, this stinks. Looks one way, does the other thing. This is very hard. You know what's hard? Not hard? Is catching a rip and letting it go. There have been incredible trades in the last 2 hours, like every day this week. And recording this, tariffs, blah, blah, blah. The chaos is going to continue. And if you're here trading it, bravo. Nothing like it in the entire world. We mostly stick with NQ, QQQ, but we have the SPY chart up because, like, I mean, the bulls stopped. It stopped going up. It pulled back down. The bears came in. And then right here below the blue, okay, you know, you'd say it's kind of mixed. All you need to do is follow who wins. And who wins? The bulls. They come in. And it's like, man, even if you're like a little bit late, you're getting KTR here. That's 381%. Open, and this is nasty, right? You're thinking one thing, the other. End of the session, fantastic. Let the flow guide you. Respect the zones, people. And just remember, like this, you know, you're plus 5.3. You know, that's like 2.5 something. What do you get right here? Okay, you're like plus 2. Beautiful. That's 100% in 8 minutes. Need to think of something cool to call that. Gonna trade market. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you tomorrow.